Hi, welcome back. It's part 3 of my campaign update for today. I am Susan Maud Buchser-Lochocki, a presidential candidate from the 2024 presidential election here in the USA, and this is my State of the World address for today. I have a website, susan4usa.com, and that's Susan the number 4 USA.com. So if you want to look up and see what else I have going on, you can have a look there. I am tired of all the corruption and the lies and the cheating and the stealing. I don't know. There's just so much greed and obsession with domination that I don't understand. Now, maybe it's because I'm a woman and we are just not as domineering as men. Or maybe it's just me, maybe I'm just not into that. And why do people need to dominate and steal from others? Can you not respect each other? It's a simple matter of respecting other people, their belongings, their space, their countries, their land. So, Israel, I hope you're listening. Netanyahu, it's time for you to start respecting the Palestinians. It's enough already. So, you broke your ceasefire. Congratulations, Netanyahu. How these people are still listening to you, I have no idea. You should be locked up. You are a war criminal and a liar, a cheat. You're a thief. During my lifetime, you've stolen most of the land you have. It's just heartbreaking. Absolutely heartbreaking. So, I don't know how things got this far, how they were left this way, how so many previous presidents didn't put their foot down. It's beyond me. I mean, the only answer is that they're all Christian fanatics who are pushing their Christian domination agenda. And this is not acceptable. Our country is not a Christian nation. Yes, our forefathers, some of them were Christians, and some were atheists. Atheism has been around ever since the first religion was, and Christianity is not the oldest religion. So, we it's just not working. The lies and corruption and manipulation and the fraud and the stealing, it's not acceptable anymore. The world doesn't want it. I don't want it. Our children don't want it. The future doesn't want it. It doesn't belong. So we cannot turn away either. We have to lock these people up. Their behavior is unacceptable. Netanyahu is a war criminal and needs to be arrested. A lot of the Mossad and the IDF need to be arrested for their war crimes. Yeah. I would like to live in peace. I do my best to live in peace. But there are all these men around me who seem to think that my things are their things, and they steal and take them. And it's unacceptable. My things are my things. And just because I'm a woman doesn't mean you get to take them. And you also don't get to take things from other women either. I'm just so heartbroken at what I've been seeing since I've come out of my mommy bubble that I was being a mother, and seen how things are outside of the home. And it breaks my heart. This is not what I want for the future. It's not what I want for my daughter, and it's not what I want for your children. And you shouldn't want it either. The bad guys need to be arrested, and they need to be put in prison until they learn that they need to behave normally. So, you know what? I want to have a moment of silence for ceasefires, for putting weapons down, for negotiation and talking rather than violence. All over, not just in the warring countries, but between men on women, because most of it is men who are the aggressors to women. I know there are a few women that do it too, but the war on women has to stop. So let's have a moment of silence for peace and for the people who have lost their lives due to these aggressions by men and governments. I think a lot of people are tired, and we need a break from all the violence. That's why we need to start building little communities, working together in peace, building things rather than tearing them down. Diversity is beautiful. Learn to embrace it. It's nice that not everything is the same, don't you think? Respecting boundaries, territories, personal space is a must. Is it really so hard to do? Can you not respect people's spaces and people's things? I don't know. I think you can. I know you can. You're just so used to being violent and abusive. You need to do some homework. You need to do some reading, some learning, gain some new skills on empathy and understanding, how to speak and negotiate. We're tired of all the stealing and the corruption and the manipulation. We're tired of the cold, unwanted feeling that we're not wanted. We want community. We want support. We want friendship. We want space to be ourselves. So, for the world, as you know, my concept is to have sort of a board of directors rather than what we've got with the UN right now, where we've got this like leader that nobody listens to anyways. And well, the UN is a Christian European based organization trying to sway the whole world into whatever when the world doesn't want it. So we need a more worldly world body, and we've got, the different continents, so we can certainly have regional heads that will then come together into a board of directors of the world, so that, one person, we got to get away from this like king thing, one person ideology, idol worship stuff. So we got a South America, we got North America. Then we got Africa and we got Europe. Then we got Asia and Australia and the Pacific. So that's 6. So we have 6. And maybe we have, I don't know, like the poles, maybe. Do we need to have somebody to represent the poles? So maybe a group of 7. And they help to bring the knowledge of what's happening all over the planet together. And I guess if we eventually somebody does set up some sort of base on the moon, then we'll need like a representative from the moon to join the group too. But because our Earth is attached to the moon, even though we're not really attached, we are working together, the moon and the Earth and the sun and whatnot. So anyway, that's what we need. We don't need what we've got. And Switzerland's not the only country. The US is not the only country. So, we can organize these things in other places. It would be nice to see something in a place that's not Europe and not the USA. So let's see what happens. But we need a different world organization, because this is not really suiting us anymore. The UN is a Christian organization trying to push Christianity, and it needs to go. Actually, they're no longer promoting peace, if they ever did. They promoted Zionism, is what they did, and that's what we got, and that's been the problem for a long time. So it's time to say goodbye and start something new. I mean, the UN replaced the League of Nations, so it's time. We outgrow these world organizations and we need to move on. And I welcome all nations. We all have something to give. Europe is not the only way. The USA is not the only way. So let's start really negotiating, respecting, and working together. and bringing good ideas together as one world. Okay, so that's what I can say for now. Yeah, I mean, we got the advent of robots coming again. So each country will have to figure out what to do, but for me in the USA, I think we need to learn traditional skills in case everything breaks down one day and we need them. We want to keep those going. But yeah, we're going to have probably some sort of universal basic income. And then people can work on top of that and do other things, but we need to move back in the USA to a more community based organization. And I recommend this for other countries too, although I think in a lot of other countries you've already got it. It's the US that doesn't have it right now. I don't know about your country, but the USA does not have like a community feeling in their towns at the moment. It's very high school based, education based. It's very strange. It doesn't make sense. So we need to change that here. But look at your own country and see what maybe needs to be changed and try to get the change through. That's what I can encourage. All right. So yeah, I don't have more to say at the moment. Trump seems to be talking peace and people seem to be listening, so that's good. Thank you, President Trump, for your peace work. Let's hope that things hold. Okay, so that's it for now. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you on the weekend. Bye for now.